Here it is, guys. Okay guys, it's the following day. I'm not sure how good the footage was from yesterday just because it was getting dark. So let's go ahead and do a quick recap. Jack the car up, get it on some jack stands, remove the axle nut, 32 millimeter. Driver's side axle, super easy. Don't forget, obviously, drain the fluid, 24 millimeter. Then your axle nut, let's see, you're gonna remove it from the coilover, push this out. On the driver's side, remove these two bolts, 14 millimeters. Don't forget the spacer on this one. Then it's like this, and then you kind of give this a good pull and the axle will come out. Very simple. There goes the axle nut there. Obviously, don't forget the wheels. Take off the wheels. I don't think I really need to say that. I cannot get the driver's side axle out, so I plan on trying to drop the transmission with the axle in. I haven't fully decided if that's what I wanted to do. I might try to give it some more tugs, but I'm gonna remove it from the coilover again, get this axle out of the way right here, and then I'll spend another 15 minutes or so on that. Don't forget to undo your batteries. I haven't done it yet because I haven't touched the starter yet. There is also this little cover which sits right here, so don't forget to remove that cover and the cross member that goes across right here. Don't forget to take that off. Excuse me. So for now I'm gonna spend just a little bit more time on that axle and call it quits and try to drop it with that on. Don't know how well that's gonna go, but I'm freaking sick of tired of fighting with that axle, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the camera, work on it a little bit, and try to see if I can get it out. Alright, the how with the axle for now. Let's go ahead and get the shift linkage off, the clutch slave cylinder, intake pipe, intercooler pipe, battery. I'm gonna run through all this, so let's get it going. Alright, next I want to remove the transfer case. I'm trying to keep the fluid in there. So I got to keep the back end of it up. But I do remember last time this bolt would hit right here. So over here on the exhaust, I'm gonna take it off the hanger and let it hang low, and that should, I do think, it's still a super tight fit, but it should give me enough room to get that transfer case bolt out. So that's what I'm gonna work on now. Okay, you guys probably can't see a whole lot, but you can get to the 17 either up here or right below, and I got it, and it is broken loose. You use the breaker bar, a pretty long extension. Now it's loose. There's still one more bolt up there that I have to somehow get. But I've done this before, so I know it can get done. And these bolts, they're out. I can't get them out because of the exhaust. And I thought removing it off that hanger was a trick, but it's not. So keep that in mind as well. Now I'm going to finish getting this one off and then work towards the last one. Alright, hopefully this angle gives you the view that I'm at, but in between the exhaust here on that last bolt. Alright, it's loose. Now I don't want the transfer case to fall. I am trying to save the fluid. Okay, all that's left, I left the transfer case attached. I didn't slide it all the way out, so it's good. There it is. All the bolts are still there. Remember, 2 on the top, 1, 2, and 3 across the bottom. I'll show you from this side. 1 right there, another one. Right there, and then another one right here. There it is, and then the 2 up top. So fluid's all still in there. I'm not gonna yank that out. I'm gonna keep it on. Looks like this was a bad seal, so that's where I had a little bit of leaking. All that's left is the transmission bolts, and now that I think about it, the starter. But these guys are 17 millimeter right here. Holy crap, I'm so confused right now. Sorry. 17 millimeter. There goes 1. See, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then don't forget about the starter bolts, which trying to think again, Rich, are these 2 right here. Okay, now I'm unconfused. These 2 are the starter bolts there. Those obviously have to come out. So I'll probably leave the starter all plugged up and everything, and yeah, I'm gonna set up the camera and take these suckers out. Probably leave the starter hanging in the back right there and go from there. And the mount, I forgot to mention the mount, guys, which I take off these little covers, and the mount bolts are right under these. So I remove the mount off the chassis and then drop the transmission, which you'll see it all from above, but just know when that mount gets loose up there, it's because I unbolted these after I loosened up the transmission bolts that go to the block. Alright, now I'm going to try to remove the transmission with the axle. Everything's off, the motor mount's off, all the transmission bolts are off, starter bolts are off, shift linkage is off, clutch slave cylinder is off, my grounding kit's off, the battery ground's off, the sensor's off, the speed cable's off, and that's everything. So now it's time to maneuver this axle and transmission out. So let's get to that. I don't know if you guys can see this, but one more transmission bolt right up top on the back side. Forgot that guy. So let's go ahead and get this little sucker off. And then we are ready to get this transmission off. Okay, got that back bolt out. Now I'm going to actually just take off the mount completely. I think that's how I did it. And that back bolt was a 13mm. Not sure what it will be for you guys. Could be 13, or I don't think that one was the OEM bolt. So, guess you'll find out when you do it. But don't forget that back bolt. Okay guys, quick tip. There is this little spacer right here, and do not forget the 10mm bolt in the front, and then the back bolt that I almost forgot. But now enjoy watching the rest of removing the transmission. But don't forget this sucker. I almost did. My damn tripod broke. But transmission is out, guys, as you guys can see. Easy peasy. It really is that simple to pull transmission out of this chassis. Let's go ahead and get rid of this axle. And again, don't forget that 10mm bolt. That on mine was a 13mm in the back. Do not forget those. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this axle out. That was when I broke at, what was it, Streetcar Takeover, I think, when I broke the axle. That's where there's still grease left. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how simple it is to get this axle out now that it's outside of the car. Also, I forgot to mention the amount of clutch dust, disc dust, whatever you want to call it, is in here. Yeah, it definitely worked on that clutch. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Definitely took me a while to get this, but I think I finally got it. Almost there, almost there. Holy hell. I do not know why this axle sucks to get in and out. But it's out now. I'll definitely need to replace this seal. But there it is, guys. Axle is freaking finally out. Alright, axle's finally out. One little thing that does concern me is that disc. That looks like it got a little hot. A lot of clutch disc powder, whatever you want to call it, material is in there. But that'll be it for this video, guys. I hope between this video and the last video I did, I don't know, a year ago maybe, on removing the transmission helps you guys. Between those two videos, that should help you guys remove your transmission. Next video is cleaning up the new transmission that I have for it. It came from my buddy's 600 horsepower 1G Talon. He ended up going auto. Some goodies we believe are in it. I'll save it for the next video. You guys see the next video. Like, subscribe, share, and I hope this video helps you guys. But you guys will see the new transmission in the next video. Thanks, guys.